Now I will be presenting to you my first lesson plan on the book Just Mercy. To open, the Common Core standard is describe how a particular story's or drama's plot unfolds in a series of episodes, as well as how the characters respond or change as the plot moves towards a solution. The vocabulary are mercy, oppression, transgression, litigation, and exonerate. The lesson objective is, by the end of the lesson, the students will be able to construct a T-chart to build an essay using critical thinking, strong evidence from the text, and creativity. The classroom signal will be, if you can hear me, clap once. If you can hear me, clap twice. If you can hear me, put your finger over your mouth and say, shh. The essential question is, how is mercy shown in this novel and in our everyday lives? To differentiate the instruction for all learners, I will have the special needs students sit closer to the front where I can easily be available for them if they need assistance. I will also record my lesson and send a link to the recording if any student needs to be reminded of the lesson. They will be able to explain their T-chart to me orally if that is more suitable for them. If the lesson is too difficult, they will be given extra time to complete their T-chart at home instead of in class. If it is too easy, they can write a third body paragraph to express more ideas. For students who need extra support, they can use their notes written by their partner in class. They will also be given a link to the recording of the lesson to view after class on their own time. They can be given an extended due date for their T-chart to complete at home. The students will first be asked, have you ever gotten into trouble for something that you didn't do? What was your punishment for this? How did you feel after? They will write their responses in their journals. They will be asked to turn to their partners and share their story written in their journals. After, I will use my classroom signal to get their attention focused on the Promethean board, which will have a blank T-chart projected on it. I will explain to them that during this lesson, they will learn how to use the T-chart to build a well-thought-out essay on the book Just Mercy. In class, it is important for them to treat their classmates and their teacher how they would like to be treated. They need to come to class prepared to learn with all expected materials and classwork completed, and have a positive attitude and cooperate in class. I will first demonstrate using a Promethean board the method of using a T-chart to build an essay that includes an introduction, 2 body paragraphs, and a conclusion. I will give the class a handout which includes a few different options for topics for their essay. They can choose their own topic if it gets approved by me. Some options would be the topic of racism and oppression in the story, how mercy was shown in the story, and how students can relate to a character in the story. I will type out ideas in front of the class for them to see. I will start off by building a thesis statement that will be an example of an overarching theme for the essay. I will then continue to go through the T-chart, giving them only a few examples for each box. This is what the T-chart will look like on the Promethean board up front. After going through the T-chart and what every box means, I will then invite the class to share ideas with me about Just Mercy. They will be asked, what is the problem with racism in this story? Determine the value of advocacy. What issues from the story made you feel angry and why? And without reading the story, would you represent Walter in his case if you were the lawyer? After asking these higher order thinking questions to my class, I would accept a few answers and type them into the T-chart up front for them to reference. This would begin a short class discussion about the story. The class would then be separated again into their partner pairs to discuss amongst each other which topic they want to dive into. After choosing, they can brainstorm together for a few minutes about some of the main points they would like to include in their essay. To brainstorm, they can refer back to the questions I asked in the previous class discussion. After they have formulated their topic and some main points for their essay, I will have them work on their T-chart for the remainder of the class time. They will be able to come to me with some questions or if they need guidance, but they will need to complete the T-chart individually. For them to be finished with the lesson, they must show me a completed T-chart that includes a chosen topic for their essay, a thesis statement, main points for each body paragraph, and main points for their conclusion. Because of Blake's individual learning needs, there will be different accommodations for him than the rest of his classmates. He will be given a T-chart template on his laptop for him to type out his ideas instead of writing them. He will also have the option of completing the T-chart individually during the portion of class where students are working with their partners. During this time, he can sit in the comfortable lounge chair in the back of the classroom to make him feel more comfortable working on his own. He will also be graded using a different standard than the one for his classmates. These will help him write a well-thought-out essay. These are the sources that I used to create this lesson plan. Thank you so much.